People in Jacksonville are adjusting after Unity Health shut down emergency services at its local facility last week.
Officials say patients will now have to travel to other hospitals for emergency care, a change some worry could limit access, especially for more vulnerable populations.
THV 11's Maya Ellison looks at what this means for the community and what comes next.
So usually the parking lot was full all the way across. Well, I say there's always cars going back and forth, up and down, coming. So it was busy.
Now that traffic has slowed after Unity Health announced last week it would end emergency services at its Jacksonville location.
I was kind of sad about it because it's a convenient thing to have our patients go over there.
Nicole Hunt works at the primary care facility across from the hospital. She says the change could make it harder for patients to access care, with the nearest emergency rooms now farther away.
It kind of puts us into stress.
How may I help you?
We reached out to Unity Health for comment.
Hi, you've reached the marketing department at Unity Health.
Actually, I was a little surprised. We had no knowledge, no warning, that it was going to be happening.
Jacksonville Mayor Jeff Elmore says he's been told the decision was driven in part by financial challenges.
There were so many patients that were going to the emergency room, but using it basically as their primary care physician. And they would not have insurance, but they're not going to be turned away, services at an emergency room.
He says losing the ER could have serious consequences for the community.
It's an understatement to say, oh, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big deal because you're dealing with people's lives. In some of those situations, time is of the essence. And, a difference in minutes could mean literal difference between life and death.
Now, Unity Health took over the facility 3 years ago after North Metro Medical Center closed. Now, officials say the facility will shift focus to behavioral health services.
Once you had those conversations, where do we go from here?
Unity hasn't gone anywhere. They're still here. They're offering services, but it's just not the emergency room. They are focusing on psychiatric care, mental health.
In Jacksonville, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
Maya, thank you. We are still awaiting a response from Unity Health officials.